Hey guys and girls, welcome to a brand new video, and we're doing this week's Nightfall. Now what we're going to do is we're going to give ourselves a bit of a challenge for you guys and girls. So we're actually doing this, as you can see, on the Gunslinger class. Now we do have the Celestial Nighthawk and some normal helmets as well. We're not actually using the 4-shot helmet within this one, but you can see my setup at the moment. This is the setup that I'm going to be using. What you're going to find is you're going to find that the golden gun is by far the weakest class in this Nightfall. The reason being, let me just go through the different points for you. First of all, solar burn, so obviously anything solar is greatly increased, which just happens to be quite a lot of the cannons which are solar, so you will take heavy damage from that as well. Warlocks and Titans can obviously take more of a pounding, whereas the Hunter is more fragile, is basically based on agility, moving around and stuff like that, but that agility is not actually going to help you through this Nightfall. Now, the way that we're going to do this is we're going to start off, the first part's going to be the easier part. Now, the final part, where it is the actual Shield Brothers, is going to be absolutely solid if you are trying to Nightfall solo this. What I personally recommend is for you guys to actually go on the forums and basically find a fire team, because if you try doing this solo as a golden gun, I won't lie, it was even tricky for me. Okay, so first of all we're just going to come straight down here, follow the route around. Now you can see I actually get through the first 3/4 of it pretty quick. The final bit is quite hard, we'll have to explain that as we get to it. So first of all, let's just take out some of these scions. I just whipped a shot, whoops it is, and I need to reload. Now the next part is the elite legionaries. Now the legionaries, they're going to spawn on the left hand side, but the scions that you've left up are still going to be shooting you, so just throw any random nades there. The nades that I'm actually using is the swarm grenade. Now you can see I'm hit down really hard already, but one sniper, doesn't have to be to the head, will actually take these ads out. You see me spinning around for a bit of fun there. I actually take a bit of a risk doing that, so don't you do that as well. That was just for my own entertainment. Okay, so I'm just throwing a grenade up there, trying to take out the scion at the back. Now we're going to come over to the left hand side and we're just going to take these out one by one. We know they're going to hit us, and they're going to hit us hard. Oh, by the way guys, I hope you like the new banners and the new graphics and stuff like that. I decided to, teach myself how to edit properly as well, because my old banner, it looked kind of tacky and it didn't look very professional for you, so I decided to update that, and hopefully this looks a lot better. I decided to go with the silver and the blue because it was a nice contrast between each other, with the background of the black and the darker blue as well. Okay, so what you want to be careful of is don't waste too much ammo here if you can help it. Okay, now this is where you actually want your Celestial Nighthawk equipped for the moment. Now the reason being is that Celestial Nighthawk is going to be able to take out one of the legs nice and fast. We whiffed the shot. And we whiffed another. Ah well. Okay, so we're just going to take out this one here before he fires his rockets, preferably. Put a grenade into that one. There he is. Okay. Dodge that rocket. You must not let them rockets hit you whatsoever, because you'll be dead. Simple as that. Remember, it is solar burn. And your enemies appear in greater numbers, etc, etc. Now you can obviously see my links on the banners as well, so if you do want to give me a follow, it'd be greatly appreciated. I'm going to be starting up on Twitch TV for you, and hopefully I'll get that looking quite professional. I'll be doing not only Trials of Osiris, but I'll also be doing things like your raids, your Nightfall solos, so you can actually see me live on camera as well. There will be a cam box on there. So we're just taking that Celestial Nighthawk and we took out the one leg. Then we're aiming at the other legs with the Sleeper Simulant. Now you can see that the tank's pretty low, but at the moment we're not going to risk going straight for that other leg. The reason being is a lot of these ads will take you down hard, and they'll take you down pretty fast as well. You can see the tank's actually shooting towards me at the moment. This is where you need to be careful, because you're going to have the scions. Now the scions, they're going to do an arc wave. Now don't worry if you do get hit with full health by an arc wave, because it won't actually take you down. So all we're doing here is we're just clearing up these ads. We're actually saving our sniping ammo for the moment as much as possible. And we're just using them grenades to our advantage, because the grenades are obviously solar based and it is the swarm grenade. Now the only thing is on this one, what you want to be careful of as well, is the ones that do have the shields and then the phalanxes, what they will do is they'll have like an unflinching motion, so even if you grenade them, they won't actually lift their shield up, so they'll be a lot harder to aim on as well, and at the same time they'll be hitting you down quite a lot. So you can see I'm actually wasting some of my sniper ammo just to take these ads down a little bit faster for you. Got a grenade loaded, so we're just going to launch that straight in the pack there. You can see the amount of AoE DPS that it does there. Let's take these out one by one. Always keep an eye on your health bar as well, because if your health's quite low and you're taking hits like this, you're going to die as well. So like I said, this is actually the easier part, guys and girls. Wait till you get to later on. Edging out of there, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to sort of give them room to breathe. Now it took me a lot to actually do this video for you, so I hope you do appreciate it. What happened the first time is I went on it and I got to the Shield Brothers, I went to the end part, and then I got weaseled. The second one, exactly the same again, went through the Nightfall again, got to the end part, final boss about to die again, and Baboon. I was raging. I was absolutely raging, I won't lie. Okay, so I've just moved over to this right hand side, because what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to pick up that heavy ammo, so we're going to take out this Valus Gohorn. Okay, now we just use the sleeper on that, because the heavy ammo is obviously over there. Okay, now that we've done that, we're just going to take these out here and just dodge that wave first of all, because they'll have a double wave. There you go. So nice and easy to take them out. Just take your time with it, chill, chillax, simple as that. Right, the next part we're moving on to is the next set of ads, which will be all the Taken. Now the Taken, they're going to have an orb down there, but they're also going to spawn the Acolyte's Eye. The reason being is the devoured Acolytes, so you just want to take them out with your primary to start. When you jump down, see that devoured Centurion? One snipe and he will be dead. Damn, I make a good brew. Okay, so we just sniped them down. Now you're going to have a few more ads that are on this left hand side. I'm just using that grenade there. The grenade actually was a bit of a whiff grenade. And we're just going to take them down with the primary, because we don't need to waste our sniping ammo at the moment. We can just take these down one by one. What we're going to do is we're going to pick up that ammo right there. So we've got 16 shots now. Now we've got a good spread for the shots. There's going to be one ad on this right hand side. Fairly easy, I just take them out. Now I'm actually switching the helmet back now. The reason being is it's going to give me as much intellect and discipline as physically possible. Okay. So we're just looking through that window and just admiring them fighting each other, but you can see that the door's closed, so that isn't an issue. We're going to move on to this part. This is where you're going to waste all of your sniping ammo, so just simply go for the headshots if you can get them. but you don't necessarily need the headshots. Body shots will actually take these out one by one as well. As you can see, I love it when they sort of jump up. It's kind of cool because it gives you something to actually aim at. You can see a 60k crit there and a 60k crit there as well. Okay, so 60,837 crit to the head. So you can see me actually pull off quite a few headshots there. This part you want to be careful. You need to shoot them on the left hand side of the arm, the ones that have the shields. Okay, 60k, 60k. It's raining 60Ks. Now you're going to pick up your special ammo at the moment, but what you're going to do is you're not actually going to waste that special ammo. So pull out your primary and you're going to see exactly why. Now it's like I said, guys and girls, I did get kicked from this Nightfall twice, so you're going to notice that my ammo will change, and that's basically the reason for it. Now it took me about 2-3 attempts for this, but simple as that. The annoying thing is I actually stayed up in the middle of the night and I was just like, yeah, I'll get this video for these guys, and next minute, boot, did it again, boot, and I thought, screw this, I'm going to bed. So now that we get to the door, we're just gonna jump to this part. The reason being is it's pretty pointless you watching me just run through a corridor. Gonna place the ghost in. Now we're gonna come over to this hand side. Now don't mistake this for a cheese spot. Obviously it is a bit of a cheese, however you're gonna take a lot of damage here as well, and you're gonna see why you're gonna need to use something like this as well. You can't just run around in this one, especially as a gunslinger. So we're coming into the first part. So first of all, we're gonna take 3 shots on his head as much as possible. We actually whiff that shot. Then he's gonna bring in his reinforcements, pull out the sniper. Now you wanna hit these as quick as possible. There you go. If they do any sort of motions like that, you'll be able to hit them nice and easy. But always aim on the left hand side. Now that you've sniped them down, you want to pull out your primary weapon. Use your grenades, and you're just going to take out these scion burners. The scion burners, when they're actually in a pack, they do a lot more damage to you even when you're running round. You're going to see that a bit later on. Okay, so now that we took them out, we're going to bring out the sleeper again, and we're going to continue to DPS the boss. Valis Mall. Don't even ask why I just did that. That was actually a stupid mistake, so don't do whatever I just did. Okay, but that'll allow me to pick up that special ammo pack. You can see this heavy ammo directly diagonal to me. We're going to leave that heavy ammo for the moment. So we just come back, take another shot on him. On the right, so we're just going to edge out, take 1, 2, and 3. Unfortunately the third wasn't a headshot, but it's pretty low health. The first one you want to target is the Elite Centurion, then you want to move on to the burners as much as possible. You're going to end up reloading here. Take out as many of these burners as you can, and every Elite Centurion that you see. The ones with the shield, they're kind of slow, so they're not really an issue right now. Now you can see the shield is on the right hand side, so I'm actually moving there and I'm aiming on the left hand side of that shield guy. I don't want to be in the middle of all those burners because they'll start to hit me down quite fast. Now before you end up killing the last target, you need to come over and grab the heavy ammo. Now what you do is you make your way back to the same original spot that you was at. You know that an ad is left up. He's right there. You can see him. Holy shit, he shot the thing on the floor. Did you see that? Yeah, The things on the floor that do explode, the ads can actually shoot them with random fire, as I learned there, which almost cost me my life. Okay, so now that we're moving into here, you can see that we are invulnerable to any sort of damage that Valor's turn can actually do to us. So we're just going to use our primary, bring him down. The reason we're using our primary is we need to save any special ammo and any heavy ammo. And you're going to see exactly why, because the special ammo and heavy ammo is going to be sort of like gold dust for you. The reason being is, if you don't have that, you're not going to take them down with the primary and you're going to die. You gotta bear in mind that your primary doesn't have the burn that the Nightfall is. So reinforcements inbound, so we're gonna take as many shots as we can, nice and fast. Get the one that's jumping up, get the other one as well. We're gonna reload, look to our left hand side, and there should be some ads round about there. And look right diagonally as well. So one there, and there should be another one in a second. There we go. Take out the Centurion before you take anything else out. Okay, so the Legionary's down. You can see we've only got 2 ammo at the moment. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into our inventory and we're going to synth up on special ammo. Not heavy ammo, because you're not going to need it. So take 3 shots on Valor's Fern. Maybe an extra shot. Pull out your primary, so you want to save as many of these. Reinforcements inbound, so we're going to use our golden gun right now. So 1. Take out the major and then just take out any random ones. Make sure you shoot the Centurion before he even gets a chance. See that Legionary? You're going to need to take that down and take it down fast, because it's going to have a cannon that is going to damage you like a bitch. Okay, the other 2 ads are fairly simple. Just snipe them down. There we go. And you can see 10, 11, 12, 13, we've got 13 ammo left. Now we're moving into the most difficult part. Now obviously he can't charge us, but at the same time we're going to wait as much as we can. That way we can build up our super. We're not actually just going to charge in there. If you go Rambo at this point you will die. Unless you're some sort of a god. We're just going to have a little dance off for you. Dance, baby, dance, Disco Inferno. Okay, so you can see my super is about 3/4 of the way. Now the reason we're waiting so long is we're going to need as much special and as much heavy ammo as possible. Obviously this is the longest part for you, but if you don't have patience, you won't get it done. Now you probably won't get this first time, but at the end is going to be a lot of ads and you're going to have the 2 bosses as extra to deal with. What you're going to find with that is you're going to find that everything's going to be clattered around the map. You're going to have him charging you and slamming towards you, while also Valor's Fern is aiming the rings at you, so you've got to keep on the move constantly. So we're just taking Valor's Maul down as much as possible. Now that he finally came into our view, I'm just edging out a little bit. Don't edge out too much. And he just nearly took me out. So we're actually going to move from that. So you can see by edging out, that was actually a mistake by me. Now he's actually on the chase. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move around. And we're going to come back to our original starting position. We're almost supered. Going to pull it out. Oh, he turned his back. Okay. Reinforcements inbound, so you need to use this golden gun as fast as you can. Take out anything that you see. 1, 2, 3. Obviously we don't have the 4 shot. These ones, these are going to force you to move from your position. You're going to see why, but you want to take as many as you can out as fast as possible. This is where you're going to actually move. Okay, we're being hit down hard, so we need to move again. Jump up. Do not get hit by that as much as possible. You can see we get kind of lucky there. And unfortunately, they need to sort of fix the whole sprint thing, because you can't just constantly sprint. You have to switch your weapons to get it to sort of trigger it again. Now the reason we're moving in a circle right now is one, Valus Fern is constantly moving these circles. You can actually make Valus Fern move by going close to him. He'll jump up and he'll slam the ground. Now sometimes that can be very bad and very deadly for you. The reason being is he can jump exactly where you're jumping. If that happens, he can one-shot you from the ground. So it's you've got to be very careful about where he's jumping and where you're jumping. Now for the ads, as you can see, I just get hit to one shot right there. But we're gonna get this done. We're determined and we're gonna get it. You know what? This is hard and it's a challenge. So let's see if we can do it. Okay. So you can see that AoE damage. There we go. We've got to bear in mind that the one that's slamming is still following us, so we're just chucking random grenades onto the floor. Yes, we could use the sleeper simulant, but in order to do so, we'd have to turn around, stand still while he's charging us, and we'd have to get the shot off as well at the same time. Now, bearing in mind it's a fusion rifle, so it's going to take, well, give or take 3 seconds charge time. So we're actually coming over to here now. That will allow us to take out some of the ads. And we're just going to plant all these sleepers straight into Valus Mall. Now Valus Mall's down, we're going to have another set of ads. Now you can see I'm pretty low on the sniping ammo, so we're going to throw a grenade straight over there. Realise that all the ads actually come to the left hand side, so we need to hightail it out of there and get the hell out! Run! Run, motherfucker, run! Okay, so as we're running, we're just going to run in a circle. Now the one thing you don't want to do at this point is you do not want to stop for anything. You can actually run straight over ammo, like for example here. You can see I'm already getting hit down hard and that's just one ad. Only if you can get something in your sights you will pick off the shot. Now what I mean by that is if something's suddenly in front of you, you got your sniper out, you know what, jump up, take a pot shot, you might actually take it out. So you can see I'm just moving in a circle. Sorry if I'm making you a little bit dizzy, guys and girls. I'm turning round right now. I need a reload. So I'm actually just double backing on myself and trying to take that out. Got to bear in mind that the rings will still be on me. And now I'm just going to hightail it out of there because I've been hit down hard. We've almost got the golden gun up and we can see that. Okay, now we do have the golden gun up. Now this is the problem with the sprint. Obviously if your sprint stops working, chances are you'll be left in that. With the golden gun, you want to just take out as many as you can. Right, give me something else. We missed it. But we took out the main two ads that are the biggest threat, which is obviously the major. Now that we've taken the ads out that are the major threat, we can actually work on taking the rest of the ads out. Now the ones with the shields, unfortunately they don't give you much to aim at when they're actually following you, and you can see I'm already hit down hard again, so I've got to keep on the move. That is the reason why you can't really stop very often. What I'm trying to do is I'm actually trying to stop in a position where I can actually get a shot off. Okay, I might get a shot here. And I just whiffed two of them, but at least we managed to get it. Now, don't worry about spamming it at the moment. basically anything you shoot, even if you miss your shots and stuff like that, because you're going to be on the move, you're going to be sort of doubling back on yourself, turning around and shooting at the same time. Don't worry if you miss, because you've got plenty of shots to take the rest of the ads out. Once these ads are down, you've only got the boss to worry about. Now the boss you don't want to underestimate, that will be the worst thing you can do. So you can see the rings back on me again, and it's going exactly where I'm going. So I'm doubling back on myself. I'm going to try and take this last ad down. Yeah, come on. Give me a break, phone. Yeah, you, big guy. Okay, so we'll just throw the grenade over there. Hopefully you walk straight into it, which you did do. So that'll take half of his health off. Aim towards his leg if you can. And there we go, that is the last ad, guys and girls. So we're just going to make the phone move as much as possible now. Now we're going to have to go into the ring, but what we're going to do is we're just going to use all of our sleeper shots. Doesn't matter if you get the headshots or anything like that, it'll still do a decent amount of DPS. So we've got 3 more shots, so we're going back in the ring. Take one, move. As he lands, take another shot. Okay, now we need to get back in that ring. Take one, get out of there. The reason you're getting out of there is obviously he's pulling those rockets straight on you. Now we're just going to have to finish him off with grenades and sniper ammo. And he actually almost landed on there. That is why you have your armour maxed as much as possible. If my armour was any lower, that would be a one-shot scenario. We're just going to take the random shots. Like I said, don't worry about the headshots or anything like that. Just absolutely spam your sniper at the minute. You need to make sure you're out of those rings. As he's jumping, he almost had me again. Throw the grenade down. Move in, now get the headshot. And there we go, that's Nightfall, guys and girls. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and obviously you can see the live action at the link on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. If you wish to subscribe, it's the top left hand corner. Peace.